Welcome to the channel, Savage World P. Please like, sub, share, hit the bell for new videos weekly. We doing 3 to 4, rain or shine. It just is what it is, homie. But today we're going over minimum wage. We're gonna hit the internet streets and we're gonna see what the streets gotta say. You know what I'm saying? What is a minimum wage? Should we have one? I don't know. Should companies pay a bit more? Should mom and pops pay a bit more? You know what I'm saying? We're going to break it all down little by little, you know what I'm saying? So let's get into the first video right here. Got the dude, got the dudette. Let's see what she thinks.
Is minimum wage a livable wage?
This person is living in a single apartment by themselves. They cannot afford to live off of, I think, $13.85 an hour right now.
Okay,
Rent is just too high.
What do you think a good minimum wage should be? Should there even be a minimum wage?
I think a good minimum wage would be 15. I think all the companies should just try to go as low as they can and not even try to compete, because I know people don't like paying workers for what they're worth.
Well, she may have a point. You know what I'm saying? If a CEO was making millions and millions a year, why would he sacrifice his pay for his workers? You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's greed at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? But 15 an hour, I mean, it just don't cut it in certain parts of the US. You get what I'm saying? Not sure where she lives at, because she said $13.85 is not livable. 15 would be. It's like, that's not really much difference. That's like $2, under $2 extra. I don't think that's going to change your life. You know what I'm saying? So good point though. Good point on her end. I mean, again, I don't know where she stays at, but I know for a fact on the coastal cities of Cali or in New York, 15 ain't gonna cut it. Manhattan, 15 bucks, homie, you're po, as they say. You are po, you know what I mean? But next video here, let's see what else we got. Now I ain't trying to get a copywritten, you know what I'm saying? I mean, nice song, but I ain't getting copywritten. So we got right here, minimum wages by state. Okay, we're gonna rewind a little bit. You got Alabama, $7.25, Alaska, $11.73. I actually got a short and a long form video that shows a girl paying $106 for groceries. So she had to work like a month. You know what I'm saying? It ain't a month, but she had to work quite a bit to get those groceries. It wasn't even groceries either. It was like junk food, you know what I'm saying? Arizona 14, California 20, as you all know, 20. And that still ain't enough. Let's keep going here. Colorado 14. Let's see if anything is surprising on this list, okay? Delaware 13, Florida 13. Oh, Florida is actually surprising. I thought Florida would be a bit more, but then when you really think about it, you got Miami, then you got like the coastal cities, but then you got the inland places, and you also got that strip of Florida where nobody lives at, that's like bordering Georgia. So I guess that make a little bit of sense. Idaho 7.25. A lot of these are in the 7s, so I don't know, they kind of following the federal minimum wage, if you know what I'm saying, but that's the minimum wage by state, in case people were wondering. These are all the states. It's just a few right here. I guess the most populated ones, give or take. So that's just some food for thought right there. All right, let's see the next video here. You know what I'm saying?
You guys hear about this? The CEO for this Seattle-based company raised his minimum wage to $70,000. Now, this initial move happened back in 2015, but the effects of it over the years has been mind-blowing. Dan Price.
All right, so this right here is a good video because it's gonna break down how this CEO got some TTD employees. All right, 10 toes down. If you don't know what that means, his employees will not renegade on him. Just saying, they will not renegade, homie. Let's keep looking.
Price, the CEO, was initially criticized by multiple broadcast networks, saying that his company would go broke. In order to make this possible, he actually took a $1 million cut from his entire salary. And after 7 years of this initial move, not only did his company not go broke, it actually tripled in volume and doubled its salaried employees. Now, it was reported that
so this dude cut his salary by $1 million. Maybe he was making $3 million a year. Who knows? But he lost $1 million to pay his employees, and then work got better. Like, he got more volume of workers, he got more volume of whatever he was selling or processing or whatever. So it's all good news when the dude did that. Let's keep looking though. And also too, check out that right there on the other end of the video. That is showing you all the billionaires and CEOs out here that they ain't never gonna do it. They're just not. They're not this guy right here.
2020, it was the first year that they actually dropped in revenue due to the COVID crisis. However, there were a ton of staff that volunteered to cut their own pay in order to avoid mass layoffs. And there's a lot to learn from this, because you can assume that this comes from the culture of a leader that wants to take care of his employees. And just to take this business model a little bit further, you can see that they offer unlimited parental leave along with unlimited paid time off. Now,
that's pretty much the end of the video, but dude right here created a decent company that where he took care of his employees, and in turn his employees were overall happier. You know what I'm saying? Or unlimited PTO, unlimited parental leave. He just giving out these things, and his employees are hella loyal. You get what I'm saying? I even read that the CEO, I don't know what point, but he didn't have enough dough for like a new whip or something like that. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I do know that they bought this fool like a Tesla. I think it was like a car. You know what I mean? So his employees like him, he likes his employees, and it's like kind of communism in a way, but not really. You know what I mean? It's kind of like a Robin Hood in a way, but not really. You know what I'm saying? Like the rich giving to the poor in a way. And he also got a baby boom in his company where dudes and women were just pumping out babies. You know what I'm saying? So in my opinion, it is a good idea, because let's be honest, homie. If you making $5 million a year, like what's $1 million off your check? What's $2 million off your check? Your quality of life is pretty much the same. You get what I'm saying? You can do pretty much the same thing. So in my opinion, that's a good idea. It's decent. You know what I'm saying? It's a decent idea that I think these guys that you see there should maybe think about. You know what I'm saying? Yachts and 5-star restaurants are cool, but you know what I mean? Take care of your people, they take care of you, homie. That's just what it is. That's just what it is. Let's keep it going here. Next video.
Hey, we should raise the minimum wage to $15. Guess who doesn't care if we raise the minimum wage? Amazon. What?
So this one right here, he's going to explain how raising the minimum wage can hurt smaller companies, which good point though. Good point. Check it out though.
Walmart doesn't care. These companies don't care. Guess who does care? The small shop that's been passed down from generation to generation in the family for the last 80 years in Kansas or in Oklahoma. That guy's going to sit there and say, babe, we can't afford to pay these guys $20 an hour. I can't do it. And Amazon says, you're not going to pay him $20 an hour? We'll pay him 20. 7 of your employees just left you. They came to us. Don't worry about it. You're out of business. The $22 million you were doing per year, the government just handed over to me. We support minimum wage. You guys are so noble. Hey,
he has a point. You see, the CEO that we just saw, he had a meal to spread out to his employees, right? Probably didn't affect him too much, like his quality of life and all that good stuff. He just like, homie, I want to have a good company that's gonna take care of me and my family for however long. You get what I'm saying? Problem is, mom and pop shops like corner stores, mom and pop shops. I don't know why I said shots. I don't know what happened there. But those guys, you know what I'm saying, they got to think about their margins. You get what I'm saying? Like that corner store, that bakery, you know, places like that. If the federal minimum wage was increased, and this is in certain states, they're not going to be able to maintain. They're going to close out, and they're going to lose their employees to bigger companies like Walmart and Amazon and all that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? And those guys clearly don't care about the common man. They just care about profits, stakeholders, and their stock prices. You get what I'm saying? But he does make a good point. Should minimum wage be minimum wage? You know what I mean? Or should it just be based on the type of business that it is? Or are people just overall just greedy and just want more because they want to keep up with the Joneses? Get what I'm saying? It's the devil and the angel. It's like the coin, you know what I mean? Heads and tails. I mean, there's pros and cons at the end of the day, homie. Nobody's really right at this point, if you get what I'm saying. You know what I mean? But otherwise, man, that's the last video I got for you guys here. Nothing much more to say on the minimum wage. It's just pretty much what side are you on? Let me know in the comments. But either way, man, like, sub, share, hit the bell. Savage World P, and I'm out of here.